Okay. I ran across this article this morning in my feed. I wasn't gonna cover it at first. I wasn't gonna talk about it. Because first I talked about it with a friend of mine some months back about this shit. And and number two, I just didn't want to cover this shit because I believe the suing against Sony is full of shit. So that's why I don't want to talk about. I didn't want to talk about this, but I started thinking about it again tonight, and I decided to say, "Fuck it, I'll cover it." It says, let's see, it says Sony facing 7.9 billion mass lawsuit over PlayStation store prices. This has nothing to do with the PlayStation Plus increase at all. They should be sued over that shit. But you won't win because it's Sony's platform. They can price they can price PlayStation Plus as high as they want, because it's their shit. The best thing we can do is not buy it, though. That's the only language they understand is with our wallet. They don't understand anything else. So this is not about that. This is about buying DLC and shit off the fucking store that's always on sale. Every fucking day there's a sale on the PlayStation 4 store. Every fucking day. I mean it. I'm not exaggerating at all. The wave can last to about 2 weeks to maybe 3 weeks. The sale wave of certain items. Some items become on sale before the wave ends. And yeah, they have great sales too. I mean, you can save 60% off, fucking 70% off, 85% off of the item or video game. I mean, they have crazy sales. I bought mini games that were like dirt cheap, and to this very day, I'm like, did I really pay that much for that game? Because when I buy off the store where there's DLC or video games, it's likely going to be on sale. This give feedback thing is in my goddamn way here. Hey, all this shit in my fucking way. Let me see if I can. I'm trying to do something right quick before I continue this article. What the hell is that? Oh, I'm trying to kind of get rid of it because I got no feedback to give. Fuck it. This article is from Reuters.com. It doesn't tell you who wrote it. But anyways, it says London, November 21st. It says Sony must. It takes. This is from London. Sony must face a mass lawsuit worth up to 6.3 billion pounds. That's 7.9 billion in USD. Over claims the PlayStation maker abused its dominant position, leading to unfair prices for customers. A London tribunal ruled on Tuesday. So the PlayStation maker abused its dominant position, leading to unfair prices for customers. It goes into more detail on what's going on, what they're saying is going on. This says Sony Interactive Entertainment was sued last year on behalf of nearly 9 million people. Damn. In the United Kingdom who have bought digital games or add-on content through Sony's PlayStation Store. My question is this: why is it only the UK that's suing them? Does Sony have an in for people that are for British people? Do they have an info on this? Are we gonna charge these motherfuckers like $10 more over the regular price? But hopefully they won't catch wind of it. We're gonna charge everybody else who is not of the UK the regular price. We're just gonna charge these people $10 or more. Why? Because we feel they should pay more. That's what it sounds like to me. Let me see. Let's see. Interesting, that fucking Verizon shit. Let's see. Alex Nell, who's a female, by the way, a consumer advocate who has worked on previous campaigns, is bringing the case against Sony, which is valued at up to £5 billion. That is $6.23 billion in USD. Plus interest. Yeah, she needs to get her tampons and shit. Panties, face powder, all that women shit. So, she gonna want interest for sure. So, it goes on to say her lawyer said the aggregate damages estimate of the case was up to £6.3 billion in court filings last month. She says the company abused its dominant position by requiring digital games and add-ons to be bought and sold only via the PlayStation Store, which charges a 30% commission to developers and publishers. So they don't suppose. Okay, she's saying they don't suppose to have digital games and add-ons to be bought only at the PlayStation Store. She said they don't supposed to have exclusives. She claimed that they have an exclusives there. But that shouldn't be the problem. The problem is that they getting overcharged, right? That should be the problem. Isn't that the problem, that the price is too high? What am I missing here? It charges a 30% commission to developers and publishers. Yeah, they got to pay something. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know how this shit works. So because I always wonder, when I buy something off the store for like a DLC or a video game, do the developers get any of my money, or does it all go to PlayStation? I don't believe that. I don't believe it all goes to them. I think they get some of it, but I think most of it goes to the developers. I don't know. Don't quote me on this. I never really looked into it. I didn't care that much to Google it to find out. But I did wonder from time to time, if my money is even getting to them, which I assume it is. So, PlayStation 5. Anyways, let's move on. The claim alleges customers have therefore paid higher prices for games and add-on content than they would have done. Yeah, so they claim they're paying higher price. How do they find this out though? How do they know? Sony's lawyers argued the case was flawed from start to finish and said it should be thrown out. Of course they're going to say that. It's typical. The Competition Appeal Tribunal ruled that I'm calling her Neil, fuck it. Neil's case could continue, though it said people who had made PlayStation Store purchases after the case was filed in 2022 should be removed from the proposed claimant class. So this concerned people who bought um, items. Let me say, it should concern people who bought items in after 2022. They can't benefit off this. It has to be within 2022. So it doesn't apply to people that bought items after 2022. Wow. So you have to have bought items in 2022 in order to benefit off this lawsuit against Sony. Okay, it goes on to say Neil said in a statement that Tuesday's ruling was the first step in ensuring consumers get back what they're owed. Sony said Sony did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Of course they're not. Because they know it's full of shit, that's why. I don't get it. I just don't understand these people. You have people that buy. I was telling my friend about this. You have people that buy $100+ deluxe editions off the store. You know what I'm saying? $50. They spend like $70, $80 on these fucking deluxe editions. And check this out. They get season passes with it, but they don't benefit off the DLC until later. They just assured that DLC is going to come to their account without them paying the extra money for it. They just pay like a $30 season pass on top of the base game, and they just wait. That's what a season pass is. You just wait for the shit to come out, and that can be like what? How many months? 4 months, 5 months down the line. The people that bought the MK1 game, they bitching about that, which is rightly so. They have to wait like a half a year for the DLC to come out. So you should have just saved your money and just like waited for the DLC to come out and just bought it then. You could have just spent the $60 or $70 for the base game and that's it and been happy with that. But they have to wait for a long time for everything to come out that they're supposed to get. I'm like, wow. So I think that's the end of the article. Yeah, that's the end of it. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand. This really smells like bullshit. I mean, it's a strong bullshit smell that I'm smelling with this article. If it's just me, it's just me. You know. I mean, like I said, I heard about this shit back in 2022. I think me and my friend was talking about it late 2022 or early 2023 at the least, which is this year. About January or February, we was probably talking about it. And I remember I was on the PlayStation Store browsing for items and shit like that. And he was on the phone with me and we were just talking about it. And I was like, this doesn't sound right. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause me, you know, if you follow me long enough, you know that I made a lot of content bashing the fuck out of Sony. You know what I'm saying? I rarely fucking defend their asses, man. You know, it is what it is, you know. But I don't know. This sounds fucking not right to me. You just don't. I said it then. I'm gonna say it again. I feel the same way, you know. It doesn't. It just doesn't sound right. Got a little runny nose here. I'm not sick though. Heard it was a result from my sleep apnea, which was fucking crazy. That's got to be it, because I know I'm not sick. It's really bad when I first get up though. I had to blow my nose like 30 times and shit. It'll pass. It's gonna pass. But enough about my ass. Yeah, this is crazy. So these I'm just gonna call it down the middle. They're not getting a dime. These people that's complaining, talking this 900 people sued them. They ain't getting a dime back. They're not. Because if they because I'm thinking this, they're gonna get this as a response. They're gonna get something like, well, according to the case, you're not getting a dime back. Basically, because Sony in the disclaimer in the fine print that you probably haven't read, they said that blah 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 blah. You know, you should have read the fine print or something like that. They're going to get back in a letter. You know, I'm sorry, they're not going to win. They're not going to win against Sony. They're not going to win. Um, I mean, like the lawyer said on Sony's part, the case was flawed from start to finish, and it should be thrown out. Right? They shouldn't waste no time on this. I don't get it. Like it's coming back to what I said the last time to my friend about this shit. I said, look, they want to spend all this money on Sony PlayStation Store. Now they broke. They want their money back. You know what I'm saying? And I heard that if you buy a game from them and you don't like it and you like contact them and say, look, I want my refund. I heard from somebody who was a so-called expert that Sony hates to give refunds back. I don't believe that's true. They're only hard on you if after the grace period is over. You know what I'm saying? They give you a grace period. I don't remember how long it is. I could have took advantage. I bought a game a while back that I didn't like. And it was within a day. I could have got my money back, but I didn't. That was my fault. That's on me. I just said fuck. I did buy it on sale, by the way. I was like, fuck it. I just I just basically trashed it. So that was the end of that. But had I contacted them and said, look, I don't like this game. I just bought it today. It's garbage, whatever. I just don't like it. Can I get a refund? They would have refunded me. No problem. I don't see why they wouldn't have. Because the guy in question I'm talking about, he said that people have called Sony about the game, and Sony says, "Oh, you kept the game. You had this game for this long. No, we're not giving you a refund. You know, you had a game. You had the game too long." I mean, yeah, it's a grace period that they give you. If you go over the grace period and you contact them and say, "Look, I want a refund back," no, they're not going to give it back to you. Because the grace period is over. You know, like I said, I can't remember how many days before you get request a refund that they give you. They should have that. They should have that like if once you purchase a game online or from their store, they should have it like not necessarily fine print. They should have like a disclaimer up under before you purchase the item, like on the confirmed purchase portion of before on a confirmed portion. Well, you confirm before you confirm the purchase of your item. They should have it like on the bottom that says, "Look, you have a grace period of let's say a week. Okay, if you don't like the game, you can get a refund." You know what I'm saying? Boom. Yeah, I don't think they're harsh on refunds. You just gotta. You just have to like do it within the grace period and they give you your money back, man. It should be no problem. Because the game is still on my list. It's just hidden from my. It's just hidden. I just have it hidden in my library that I can't see it if I search down my DLC games. I still have the game. But if but had I got a refund, it would have been like I never bought it in the first place. I would have got my money back, and and then if I want to play it again, I'll have to buy it again. But since I didn't contact Sony, it's still on my account, but I just can't see it in my library. I got it hidden, so because I don't want to play the game again. Basically. And speaking of which, since I'm on the subject of buying games that I don't like, this was more recent. This was this month. This happened this month. I bought a game. I streamed it too. It was about fucking. The regular price was $30 for this fucking game. Okay, $30, right? I paid about $8 for it, give or take about $8 for it. I streamed it. I got bumped off, but I streamed the game enough. I streamed it sufficient time before I got bumped off. And when I got bumped off, before I got bumped off on the stream, or the stream disconnected, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, I was already starting to dislike it. At first, I did like it, but I was starting to dislike it before I lost the stream. And when the stream cut off, I started thinking more on, is this game worth my time? And I realized it's not. So, like I said, can you imagine if I paid $30 for that fucking game? You damn right I'll be contacting Sony to get my money back. It's crazy. $30 is a lot of fucking money. To me, according to my fucking pocket, it is, So, it's not like I spent a measly $8. I mean, some of y'all can argue, said, damn, you should have just contacted and got your $8 back. I should have. Like I said, again, it's my fault. It's not Sony's, it's mine. I didn't contact them. The grace period is over, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is this. I might play that particular game again. I might. But it's likely that I won't. The game, but the game I spoke on the first time, the first game I mentioned, which happened a while back that I bought, I know I'm not playing that again. So, but yeah, I'm glad I didn't spend $30 for it. That was a full price. I said, wait a minute, wasn't that game $30 regular price? So I went back on the store and sure enough, $30 is the regular price for this fucking empty ass game. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I was like, holy shit. It is a game that if you know what type of shit I like, what type of games I like and shit, you will recommend that game to me. You would. You will say, shit, I seen this game on the store, Chrome. This is kind of type of shit you like. And plus, it's made by the same people that made Life is Strange. I know you like that game, Chrome. Like, oh shit. That's how I knew I was going to like it. Because it was made by the same people as Life is Strange. I love Life is Strange games. Shit. But this one, it was too strange for my taste. I don't know, man. I'm likely never to play it again, to be honest. But yeah, so that's that with me. So as I said before, this lawsuit is bullshit. I don't believe they're getting a dime. I believe that Sony's gonna win this, hands down. They could beat these British folks or British gamers in their sleep. That's how weak this case is. It's like I said in the beginning, Sony has sales every fucking day on something. Something's on sale every day. Every fucking day. And I mean, like, you mean to tell me that you didn't wait for a sale when you bought these items, this DLC, these video games, these digital games? You couldn't wait for a sale? Are you kidding me? As much sales Sony has? Are you out of your mind? You couldn't wait? Did you buy these items day one? What the fuck? Because if they could have, because I know for a fact that everybody that's trying to sue Sony, you can't tell me, you can't sit there and tell me in a straight face and look me in the eye that every single gamer that's trying to sue Sony, or British gamer, I'm sorry, every British gamer that's trying to sue Sony has not bought items on sale in that period that they're trying to sue Sony for. Are you kidding me? That, in fact, with that knowledge, that's going to go against them. Let's say if a game was $50. Let's say a game was $50. I'm speaking in USD because that's I'm American. Let's say a game is $50 and I paid only fucking 10 for it. And I'm saying Sony's overcharging America, overcharged me. You know what I'm saying? They said, well, you only spent fucking $10 for it. What are you talking about? You lost. You didn't spend the full price anyway. Don't you see what I'm saying? How they gonna lose? Because you can't tell me that they didn't. That all of them have paid the regular price for those items. You can't tell me that. So, with that being said, this is Y Chromosome. Sign the fuck out. Peace and love. Good health to you all. And be safe out there. Peace. I'm out.